So what I like to do here is grab this guy. Got that off, and then now calling me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make these holes bigger. I'm going to take a bigger drill bit because this is going to make it easier to put the. This will make it easier to be able to get the screws through. So. Make a nice big hole for ourselves. Like a half inch, it's like a half-inch hole, half-inch drill bit. And it's okay if you chip it up a little bit because the pet door covers all of this up. So, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to the inside here. So we're gonna make all these holes bigger. And here's why we're doing that. So here's the next step. We've got these long screws. And you'll notice it has like a little nut in there. Here's what you gotta do. You gotta cut these screws down to fit the distance. See, some walls are thicker than others. This wall though is a 2x4 wall, so it's not that thick. Here's the tunnel kit. I like this kit because it's like made of it's a pretty solid plastic actually. It's pretty quality made. Here's what I do. I just it has like little tabs that fit together. So I like to assemble it first. Everything just sort of fits together. Okay, that's in there. And that's in there. And then this is on here. Now, we're gonna have to take it back apart, but look, if we put it right here, look at this. It's even, look, watch, take a pic, look at the outside. See how it's level right there? See how it's even? And now come in here. See in here, look, it hangs over. See how there's like extra material? I take a pencil. This is our tunnel. So look, I take a pencil. I scribble. I scribble. I scribble. I scribble. I scribble. So, and then what you do is, see where it's got the black ink? You take it, you break that stuff off. See where I colored on it? Break that off. See again? Don't break off the wrong side. Break off the side where you put the stuff. See? See the scribble? And then we put it back together. All right. Make sure it's tight. Now look, when I put him in there, look, when I put him in the wall, see how he fits in the wall now? The sides, look at the side. He fits in there good now. Now what we do is, there's two sides to the bed door, Apollo. See, there's two sides. There's this side where the screws go in. See how this side doesn't have that? This one goes on the outside. Also look, see this one has like this rubber. This one does not. See there's no rubber? So this one goes on the outside because this is what stops water and rain and stuff from getting in your house. It seals it up against your house. So here's how you do it. Stick the pet door into here. Take your pet door and you slip it in. And then what I do is bring it out here. And you stick it up against the wall. And a lot of times I'll just take like the old stucco and I'll use it to hold it in the wall for me like that. That way it just holds it. See? Should we get a video of it? See, a lot of times I just take like the little stucco piece and I just let it rest. Okay? Now here's what I gotta do next. So, see, this piece will go on here. But here's the thing, look at how long these screws are. Look how long they are. They're too long. We gotta cut them. Here's what I do. You know how we had to break the tunnel to make it shorter? Well, since we had to break our tunnel to make it shorter, we now gotta cut our screws to be shorter. What I do is I take the same grinder that I used to cut the stucco. It's got a diamond blade on it for concrete, but it'll cut these little deals right here. And then you use the screw. And the screw will fix the threads. So we got to cut all of these shorter. They're too long right now because we had to shorten up the tunnel. If we didn't have to shorten the tunnel, we could have used these screws just like they were. But Then the screw fixes the threads. See? If you didn't have the screw to fix the threads would be all messed up and it wouldn't screw into the other side of the pet door. Alright, so this one, it's hard to get sometimes like I have to use pliers and the screwdriver. I can't unscrew that nut. Sometimes that happens, and then the threads on there should be good. And then our last screw. So I kind of like to try to make it like a point, a little bit like a point. Oh, I lost track. I didn't put this, look it. All right, I made a mistake. I didn't put the nut back on it. Look, see how I can't get the nut on there? That's the problem we would have if we tried to use it in the pet door. I messed up. I should have put the nut on there first. Let's see if I can fix it. All right, well that worked for us, good. All right, so then now what I'll do is I'm gonna take these screws, we'll go to them. So this part's the tricky part, kind of. This is probably the toughest part of the whole thing. And then here's what I do, Thomas. I take the long screw, you put it into here. Now, go out to the other side and look at the screw. Do you see it right there? See this? Can you put that back up against this door for me? Thank you. So let's try it again. I didn't get the screw to connect. This is, like I said, this is the trickiest part of it, is because you got to get the screw to feed through the hole and connect on the other side here. That's okay. I can stay down. I leave everything really loose in the beginning because it helps you line up all the screw holes. It's easier when you can take one hand. Look how long these screws are. You gotta take it all the way from the inside and connect it to the nut on the other side. So it's easier to have a hand that's free. You put the nut all the way in, and you can use your other hand to sort of feel around. And now all we gotta do is just check to make sure that it works good. If you wanna look at the flaps, see what, just make sure they shut and lock. And then if you look right here, see this is the outside one. Oh, so look, we gotta tighten it up, see how it's loose against the wall right there? Looks like the stucco is crooked or something. All right, look down. See the silicone? That stops the water from getting in. That's why that one goes on the outside. So we want to make sure everything is tight. All right, and that's it. Good job.